Good day to you once again. Welcome to another episode here on Sporty Frank. Yes, I'm here to give you more updates in the world of sports, interesting updates, breakdown here. And if you need any channel for your most credible and authentic sports updates and breakdown, you have nowhere to go than to subscribe to Sporty Frank here on YouTube and all other social media handles on Frank Appear. Today we are talking about some more stories. You know, the various leagues have started and a lot of interesting news are coming up from these leagues. And we're starting on a note of Black Stars player Fatawu Issahaku, who scored a belter of a goal when Leicester City beat Charlton Athletic in the championship on Saturday. The interesting thing is that the goal Fatawu Issahaku scored is his trademark. It's a goal that he is used to scoring all the time with his powerful left foot. And the interesting thing after that goal is that after it has secured all 3 points for Leicester City in the championship, what is coming up now is that the Charlton Athletic coach was very impressed with it and is tipping Fatawu Issahaku to immediately make a move to the Premier League. He's saying that Issahaku doesn't deserve to play in the championship, looking at the caliber of goals he has been scoring. Remember, this guy from his days in Steadfast in Ghana, where he secured a loan move to Dreams FC and also shone well in the Ghana Premier League, secured a place in the Africa Cup of Nations, 2021 Africa Cup of Nations and all of that. The guy has been through the mill. He suddenly secured another move to Sporting CP in Portugal, where he struggled a bit. He was playing more for the reserve side and struggled to break into the first team. But Leicester City saw the potential in this guy, secured him on loan in the championship, where he was a very key player for Leicester City and helped Leicester City qualify to the Premier League. But unfortunately, when the Premier League started, where he was about to enjoy and have a breakout season in a top flight league, the guy got injured. An ACL injury, and you all know what that means. A long term on the sidelines. And that was very unfortunate for Fatawu Issahaku. But thankfully, he is ready and fit for the new season. But unfortunately, Leicester City find themselves in the championship again. Now, this is what the Charlton Athletic manager said after that goal. He said he will end up in the Premier League in a week's time. That was the only difference. It took a 1 in a million strike to win the game for them in 30 years. From 30 years. That's what he's saying. So far, Issahaku has 8 goals and 15 assists in 59 appearances for Leicester City. That's an interesting statistic from a player who was almost surplus to requirement in a team like Sporting Lisbon. So that's what is happening now. He is now valued at 45 million euros by Leicester City. And remember, clubs in the Premier League are really after his signature. A few days ago, Sunderland and Everton showed interest in him, with them offering around 32 million euros, which got immediately rejected by Leicester City because they want to sell the player for 45 million euros. So it's going to be interesting because Fatawu Issahaku himself would be expected to be included in the next squad for the Black Stars when they play in the World Cup qualifiers. So that's some interesting news from the camp of Leicester City and Fatawu Issahaku, as well as the Premier League. Now let's do some transfer news again. Aston Villa are still chasing or looking for a striker that will help them this season because they're already struggling. I think Oli Watkins, they don't see him as someone who is good enough to lead them to whatever they want to achieve this season. And Christopher Nkunku is on the books of Aston Villa now because they need a forward. But now, Villa also have Nicholas Jackson on their books. Nicholas Jackson has also been on the books of Bayern Munich as well. Nkunku is also on the books of Bayern Munich. So it is going to be interesting in the last few weeks, to the end of the transfer window. So that is some news from Aston Villa. Another news from AC Milan is that they are going to decide today, Sunday, on whether they are going to sign Victor Boniface, the Nigerian striker from Bayer Leverkusen, after they had some doubt in his medical report. The guy was on his way to AC Milan. He went under medicals. He passed the medicals, but AC Milan were not convinced with some tests on his knee because I think he suffered an ACL injury not too long ago. So that is where the problem is now. But then they will decide today. They've conducted further tests and they will decide whether he will sign for AC Milan. And that is one thing they are considering. So that's some news from the camp of AC Milan as well. So AC Milan director Igli Tari said, "We are checking Victor Boniface's medical. His football skills are excellent, but we need to take the right decision. We will make final decisions soon on his medical, also with our coach Maximiliano Allegri." Remember, AC Milan suffered a defeat on Saturday to Cremonese in their Serie A opener, and they desperately need to beef up their attack. Manchester United are still in the market for a goalkeeper. They are not convinced with Andre Onana and Bayinde, and now they are chasing Saint-Lamens. A deal could be done very soon, and Royal Antwerp will receive around 25 million, which 25 million euros, and talks are ongoing. Man United want to pay around 20 million with add-ons. So that is the news coming from the camp of Manchester United. Remember, they have signed some excellent or brilliant attackers in Mbeumo, Matthias Cunha, and Benjamin Sesko. Now they need a goalkeeper to be sure of their strong defense. So that is some news from Manchester United as well. So there's another news with AS Roma. Yes, AS Roma. Remember, they were almost done with the signing of Jadon Sancho, but then they still couldn't agree. They still couldn't agree on the personal terms with Jadon Sancho. But then they are weighing the options of Chelsea winger Tyreek George if that deal falls through. So that's some news also from AS Roma. This episode is very short. There are still more transfer news ongoing, but we're waiting for the deal to be finalized so that we can update our followers as well. So stay tuned here. There's a Sporty Frank. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification, put it on all, so that anytime a content is uploaded here, you will be the first to see what we have for you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. We'll meet again.